Hey, make sure you have logged onto your Chromebook. If you can't log in, then you've done something goofy. You've done something goofy on your username and your password. Make sure you have the right capital letters, right lowercase. And make sure, some people were putting their username at gmail.com. That's not what it is. It's pmsdstudent.info. Make sure you have that at the end. Need you to go to classroom.google.com. There's no HTTP, no HTTPS, no www, just straight up classroom.google.com. And it should bring you to this website. It should look similar to this. I have a lot more classes than you do. You may have other classes that show up because other teachers have started using this. You may have 2 classes, you may have 1. Should at least have one class. And if you didn't know if you're a teacher or a student, come on guys, it's an honors class. You should know which one to click. If you click the incorrect, well, if you click it incorrectly, then you will not get the information that you need. There goes your grade. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you decide to decline Adam, there goes your grade. Then you won't get the information you need. So if I click on 5th hour, this is your username, that is your password. Yes, guys, you've got to join the class. Once you join the class, it should open up to this page here. Okay, it opens up to this page here. Okay, if you notice, I've already posted a couple announcements. The second announcement that I posted was yesterday. If you want to click on it, it'll bring you to the paper that Mrs. Christensen handed to you yesterday. So I want you to go ahead and open it. It's going to take you to a document that I shared with you through Google Drive. Now try to type on it. Can you type on it? You can see, but nobody's typing anything, right? I know. That's why, guys, listen to me. Just chill out and just listen. All I asked was to see if you could type on it. Okay, that's because I shared it with you, and I'm like in charge of the document. And if you notice, in the top right-hand corner, try to move this out of the way. The top right-hand corner here, see all the colors that I have here? Someone may be able to. I need to fix that. But it's okay, guys. We're messing with it here. I can see how many people have viewed this document. And you guys it's all by your letter of your first name and then different colors and whatnot, so I can see who's done what. Like Adriana's right there. Don't Adriana. Okay. So here's what you need to do. Here's what I need you to do. Please listen. Don't worry about typing on there. Worry about being able to type. You need to go to File. And I want you to make a copy. Okay, now don't delete the information that's in the box that pops up where it says enter a new document name. Don't just delete that. No, don't press OK. I need you to listen to me. At the beginning, it has copy of. I want you to delete the words copy of. This is a similar procedure you're going to do each time. So delete the words copy of. Okay, I'll figure out. Okay, so file, make a copy. Right here, here's what I need you to do. You're not putting your first name, because like in high school and college, you're always known by your last name. Okay? Is there anybody in here with the same last name? Okay, if there's Garcia, then you'll put Garcia A or Garcia. Are you both A? No. I don't know. You just guys just said Garcia, so I was just making an example. So for this, you're going to put your last name. So I would put Golden, and then I'm just going to put a dash. That way it sorts it by your last name, and it's easier for me to find when I need to grade it. Instead of it all saying research information and citation, it's going to order it that way, your name at the end. So always put your name at the beginning of the document, then you can hit OK. and then you should be able to type on the new document that you've copied. And it saves in your Google Drive automatically. You don't have to click Save As. You don't have to go to File. All changes are saved in Google Drive. And it may take you a little bit, just kind of mess with it. No, click OK. If you cancel it, then it doesn't save it. Make sure you click OK so that you have a workable document. And the date's usually in the bottom right-hand corner or on your lesson plan sheet. Okay, what's your research topic? Okay, not the experimentation. Remember I asked you to go online and give me a research proposal last week? And you should have come up with a more specific, whether it was research on twins or how they used heat, or maybe how they sewed things together, or they would poke people. Should have come up with some even sort of more specific topic. So that's where you put your research topic. And today and tomorrow, all you're doing is you're going to be filling these out. I want you to have at least 3 sources. So you've got one box here, like Mrs. Christensen told us yesterday. You've got article, chapter, page title. You're going to write or type there. The book or website title, author, editor, date, publisher, place of publication, organization, and the URL. Unless you want to go, and you can use a book from the library. I actually encourage you to use a book from the library. And then the citation. Over here, this is where you're taking notes on this side here, so that you can write about what you're reading. Remember, you're not going to plagiarize, right? I don't want you just to copy and paste all the information from a web page there. You're picking the major points that you read, putting those ideas just on the paper. It's informal writing, so you can use, the @ sign or the and sign if you need to abbreviate, as long as you understand what you're abbreviating. If you put info, you better remember that that means information or something, or you abbreviate and you're like, oh, I'll remember that, but you go back and read your notes and you're like, totally don't remember what that said. So on the notes part, you guys can type, write informally there, whatever you need to do. Before I forget about it, let me take you here. This is just a reminder. And this is on your lesson plan sheet, and right now it's blocked at school, but I'm going to talk to technology about unblocking it. But you have ggoldensclass.weebly.com. I have all the information on here, and this is on your lesson plan sheet. If you go to Monday on your lesson plan sheet and look at the very last one, Monday or Tuesday. Which one is it, Michael? Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday? I know I put it on there. Okay, Wednesday, not Monday. Sorry. Wednesday, if you look on the last one on Wednesday, okay, Thursday. There you go. On Thursday, I have this site for you. There's not HTTP, it's not www, it's just ggoldensclass.weebly.com. You can select your class from up here, or you can scroll down if you want to look at the rest of the page and select a class here. I also have links to Edmodo, Google Classroom, MobiMax, and a direct link to Alexandria. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that you can access that site for your information. If I click on the Honors English, I can scroll down. There are all your lesson plan sheets in case you forgot something, all your station directions in case you need to go back and you forgot to write an objective from 2 weeks ago because you're doing corrections. You can figure it out. I'm giving you the resources. You've got to be able to utilize them. And here we go, recorded lessons. I also have handouts, any of the handouts that we've done. And remember, you're going to match it up. Like this week is 0922 to 926. I put numbers in the front, bless you, numbers in the front so it's ordered chronologically, so it's easier to find. So this one has a 6 in the front, and I know that's for 0922 to 0926. So if I need a handout, I'm going to look for 6. So I know this one with the 6 by it goes for this week. Does that make sense? They work together. So all the 6, anywhere there's a 3, those all go within the same week. And then if you'll notice over here on recorded lessons, to locate the lessons you need, figure out what day you missed class, and then you were able to find the video you need. Like 2 kids that just checked out of class, I told them I'm going to put the recording, which is what I'm doing right now. You can see this if I move it back over. I've been recording for 9 minutes. It's just recording everything that's on the screen, and it's recording my voice. Then I can post it. For example, here's yesterday's. And I have it muted right now. Okay? But it's right here. There's all of yesterday's assignment. It's recording. Someone's talking. Or not someone, sorry. Mrs. Christensen's talking through all of this right now. But it's right there, guys. So if you need to go back, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't remember how to do Alexandria, or I remember what we did at Red, or what's going on. I have everything right there for you guys to go back and redo whatever you need to redo. And I don't know if I can access it from here, but I even have a little blurb, like Mrs. Christensen talks to the class about finding credible sources when completing research. She also discusses a hierarchy of print and online sources. In addition, Mrs. Christensen presents useful tips on how I need to put the word complete. So I can do that right now since I'm on mine. How to complete a relevant search in Google. Ta-da. And then if I can, I'd show the other ones, but there you go. Remember when she went through this yesterday with you? We looked at this site. There's your talk from yesterday. Okay? All right there. So if you're at home, you miss a day, hop on the class webpage. You have everything access to you. So, ironically, I'm recording the screen of the screen that I was recording yesterday. So, it's like Inception, if you think about it. All right, it's right there, guys. Right there. I'm doing everything but doing the work for you. Oddly enough. All right, so back over here, your research, your source and information citation paper. This is what you're going to start working on today. I want you to think about Nazi experimentation, and you can, now we know how to refine our Google search, right? If you want to use the site, colon, and put a certain site in that you just want to search on, or if there's some sites you don't want, like Wikipedia, remember you can use the minus sign and add Wikipedia there, add another minus sign if you don't want to search certain websites, right? So you can refine your Google search. Yes, sir?
I started actually doing the minus Wikipedia, and it just every one of the options was Wikipedia.
Okay, we'll mess with it because you need to make sure you do it correctly. Remember, no spaces after and everything, so we'll work with it. And I don't know if it has to be in quotation marks because you had it in quotes yesterday. I don't know. Oh, the actual address of it. Yes, probably the web address. Then it won't search the web address. Yes, ma'am.
How will you be able to go back to the
In your Google Drive, you should be able to. If you click on it, you should be able to go here in the top left. It's called Docs Home. When you're in Docs Home, it'll bring up your documents that you've done thus far. And then if you look over here, you have folders. I have a list view. I can sort it, and I have different folders if I decide I want to put it in a folder. If you want a new document, there's your plus button there. Also, since you guys are, those of you that are on the Google Chromebooks, mine doesn't show up, but on the bottom left-hand corner here, there's a different menu you can choose from, kind of like the startup menu on Word or on a Microsoft computer. On your Google Chrome, on the startup menu, you'll be able to choose from whatever. And when you're logged in on your Gmail account, or Gmail, sorry, your school email, when you're logged in on that Chromebook, it automatically takes you to your Google Drive. So everything you're doing is saved under your username. That's why it's imperative that you log in and you log out of the Chromebooks. So right now, the screen that you're seeing, if you decide to start something in Google down there on the bottom left, the Google Drive, you select and you start typing, it's saved in your Google Drive because it's under your username. Does that make sense? It's neat. It's kind of a pain in the butt like we've talked about before, but kind of neat. And also if I click that pull down menu, if I want to do sheets, that's like Excel. Slides are similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. You have settings. If I want to go to my actual drive, you'll notice I have several different folders already. So I've got folders here, items that have already been shared with me, for example. I have these items with people that are shared, people from around school, my lesson plans. But everything right there, guys. An activity lets me know who shared. Like, look, Adriana and 2 others edited an item. So I can click on there and see who clicked on that. Mr. Rackler shared this. I created this. So, kind of crazy. Can mess with that. So today, all I want you to do is I want you to go to Google and start refining your search just a little bit. And tomorrow I'll give you stipulations, and that's what I need to think about, like maybe one website, one book, one educational journal or something, and we'll discuss that tomorrow. So the rest of class, we have 6 minutes, just kind of perform some searches on Google, mess around with what Mrs. Christensen talked about yesterday. And those of you that are having trouble logging on, I'll help you and we'll get that situated. That's it.